So let me just tell you about the genius of Anthony Noto. In 2020, they bought Galileo for a cash and stock deal valuing the company about $1 billion. And the reason for that, the reason they bought Galileo is because Anthony Noto saw that Galileo was powering 95% of neobanks around the world. That's Robinhood, Chime, TransferWise, Revolut, all of those other competitors to SoFi itself. And Anthony said, hey, we don't care if everyone wins. We don't have to be the only online bank, but we want to win when they all win. Hey there, Lincoln here from bullacademy.org. Today I want to talk to you about SoFi and their deal to buy Technisys, an online banking software provider which partners with traditional and online banks and non-financial institutions to offer them banking services that will allow them to offer their customers better banking applications, such as deposits, loans, and payments, all in one platform. This sounds familiar. It might sound like Galileo, but the reason this news is so great is that SoFi is going to combine both Technisys and Galileo into their technology platform, which enables other businesses, other banking and non-banking institutions to offer their clients better banking solutions. And you know Galileo, we've covered many videos in this channel and how they power the likes of Chime, Robinhood, SoFi, Dave, TransferWise, and so many more that you've probably heard of, Revolut, right? And all of these other banks, online neobanks, use Galileo to offer their customers banking solutions, all through Galileo, which is owned by SoFi, thanks to a deal from 2020, which was also led by Anthony Noto. And we've seen Galileo's numbers and how fast it's grown its customer base and revenues, and how it continues to power 95% of the neobanking market, despite being owned by SoFi. And everyone was afraid that, SoFi's competitors probably won't want to use SoFi's Galileo in the future because they're a competitor. But they haven't left yet. And there's no reason for them to leave because SoFi uses Galileo too. They have an interest in perfecting Galileo and offering the best services to their customers, which is why they're moving Galileo to the cloud now. And now they're buying Technisys to add on to the technology platform to combine that with Galileo. And all of that together is going to offer their customers, their Galileo technology platform customers, even more services. A one-stop shop online banking solution, which is the only one-stop shop online banking solution according to SoFi in this deal. This is big news. It's huge. But what you won't hear out there is from the shorts, the people who don't like SoFi, they will never mention this stuff. They will never mention Galileo. They will never mention these technology platforms that SoFi is building, pretty much the AWS of fintech, the Amazon Web Services. And I've covered the similarities between SoFi's Galileo, their technology platform, and what AWS did for Amazon, and how clear the similarities are between the two. SoFi continues to acquire profitable businesses, profitable online fintech solutions, integrate them in a vertically integrated manner, and then offer that to their customers on those technology platforms, Galileo's and Technisys, operating them as independent businesses, but also leveraging them from themselves. They use those services that they're continuing to perfect and improve to then.
Hey there. I just want to ask a quick favor before we continue. First, thanks for taking your time to watch this video. We hope you're enjoying it because it was a labor of love to make. You can help us continue to make more videos like this by simply liking the video below, subscribing to the channel, and commenting any thoughts you have. Even if you just want to say hi, it truly helps the channel grow and is important to the YouTube algorithm. So before we continue with the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying it. Thanks in advance, and let's get back to it.
They use those services that they're continuing to perfect and improve to then lower their cost basis on their own business. And they get into that in this press release, speaking on how much this vertical integration of Technisys and Galileo in their technology platform is expected to save SoFi tens of millions of dollars each year between now and 2025 and even going forward, not cutting back much after that. So this deal is huge, and we're going to get into the numbers. But I wanted to say that when you read these articles from these market analysts and their shorts, look for if they mention Galileo, and then look for if they mention Technisys, because these are huge deals. And just for Technisys itself, this deal is going to add about $800 million of incremental revenues to SoFi. So I've talked a lot about why this deal is important, but let me just give you some numbers real quick, and I'll tell you more about the strategic just brilliance of Anthony Noto, the CEO of SoFi. So I've said that this deal is expected to add about $500 million to $800 million in total revenues through 2025, and with high incremental margins, because this is a SaaS business, it's an online business. They don't have too much of a physical presence. They build once and they get paid continuously. We've covered the importance of that on this channel many times. So another SaaS business for SoFi with high margins, and its revenue growth rate is increasing. They came from Latin America, South America, and they've been leading there with over 50 established banks using their services. And it's said that Latin America was earlier to online banking than North America. And because they were able to succeed there, they've been able to come here and show that they can do the same here, coming to compliance with all the regulatory bodies in the US and establishing a new headquarters in Miami. This was just about 2 years ago. And that was around the same time they raised $50 million from a private fund, because they're a private company until this deal. And now across Latin America, the US and Canada, they have about 60 established banks, fintechs, and non-financial institutions using their service to help them offer digital banking services to their own customers. So if we go to Technisys' website, technisys.com, and we just read their About section, they said that Technisys is the innovative digital banking technology company helping established banks, challenger banks, neobanks, fintechs, and finance companies to go digital. So that's key. And they said in a Forbes article that banks started to realize they need to move towards becoming a digital bank, able to interact digitally across channels and not just understand what you are trying to do, but why. If you truly become customer-centric, you understand the actual need, and that allows you to start changing the way you interact and start adjusting the product. Customer-centric, online bank, digital bank, they enable all of that. So let me just tell you about the genius of Anthony Noto. In 2020, they bought Galileo for a cash and stock deal valuing the company about $1 billion. And the reason for that, the reason they bought Galileo is because Anthony Noto saw that Galileo was powering 95% of neobanks around the world. That's Robinhood, Chime, right? TransferWise, Revolut, all of those other competitors to SoFi itself. And Anthony said, hey, we don't care if everyone wins. We don't have to be the only online bank. But we want to win when they all win. We want to take some of their success and put it in our pockets. And so we're going to help them succeed. We need to own the infrastructure by which not only we run our business, but by which all of our competitors, all neobanks, run their businesses and help their customers. And if we can bring Galileo in-house, we also save money on our own costs, because we have to pay Galileo and other third parties for what Galileo provides. So if we bring it in-house, we get to save on those costs because we give ourselves the best deal. And we also get to win when Robinhood, TransferWise, Revolut, Chime, and all of them win. We don't have to be the only hot dog standing in town, but we should be the manufacturing facility that produces those hot dogs, gives it to the competitors, and we all sell to our own customers. But we, SoFi, get to leverage the marketing capabilities, the sales capabilities of our competitors. And when they bring in money, we take a cut of that money, right? So SoFi wants to be the provider. That's what Anthony Noto is positioning SoFi to be. Wherever the market's moving, SoFi wants to own the infrastructure. So Galileo is the payments infrastructure, the ACH, the card issuing, right? They provide payments. And then he saw that traditional banks, established banks, are trying to become digital banks like SoFi. And he saw that Technisys was doing this for established banks in Latin America, which we've covered was moving to digital banking before North America was. And Technisys was doing very well, with over 50 established banks using their services to become digital banks. And he saw that, hey, we are a digital bank. We're taking customers from established banks. That's great for us, but hey, we don't have to be the only online digital bank. We don't have to try to smother and kill established banks. They're going to win too. It's not a zero-sum game. They're going to win. We're going to win. So we should at least get a piece of their pie. If they make money, we want a piece of that. So let's go buy Technisys, who is expanding beyond South America, Latin America, to North America, Canada, and the USA, with a new headquarters in Miami since 2020, after raising $50 million in a Series C round from a private venture capitalist. Let's go buy Technisys and own the core banking infrastructure of these established banks who are trying to become digital banks and understand their customers more. This is the genius. He wants to win when everyone wins. And so he brings in Technisys and he says, hey, we're going to save $70 million, $75 million to $85 million cumulatively between 2023 and 2025 by bringing Technisys in-house and not having to pay other third parties for our loan and other decision-making operations that we use to provide deposits and loans to our customers. We bring that in-house, we save money. But then we also go to all the other established banks out there that we're trying to steal customers from, and we say, hey, look, we're stealing all your customers. Do you want to stop us a little bit? Do you want to keep some of those customers? The reason they're coming to us because we're customer centric. But you do some things that we don't. You have your own little market over there. You can keep that market if you want, and we'll help you become more customer centric by becoming a digital bank through our technology platform of Technisys and Galileo. And he says to them, hey, the choice is yours. You can either die a slow death as a dinosaur established traditional bank that's not understanding their customers, just doing the basics and not really serving your customers well. You can die off if you want, or you can work with us. You can work through Technisys to do loans and payments and deposits. And you can use Galileo for ACH, for payments, card issuing, all through our digital banking software offerings. You can do that if you want. Sure, you'll be paying your competitor, but hey, what choice do you have, right? And of course, I'm Lincoln, and you are watching bullacademy.org. If you enjoyed this video, please do remember to like it below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment your thoughts below. All of your engagement means a lot to the channel and helps us grow because YouTube's algorithm won't recommend our videos unless you engage with it. Thank you, and now let's hop in. We use these software offerings for our own business, so we have a vested interest in making sure that they work and are improving and continue to be the leaders in the market. So we're gonna do what's best by you because that's what's best by us. So that's the deal. That's really what's important here. SoFi doesn't want to just be the only player in town. They want to have all the players succeed because they don't need to be the only success. But as they all succeed, SoFi draws all of their money into their bottom line, and SoFi wins. And they learn more about customers across all these services that leverage Galileo and Technisys, their technology platform. That is about 25% of their business. That's why this is so genius. And you're going to see them continue to do this. Anywhere that they see that the industry is moving, they're going to want to own the infrastructure. They want to be the AWS of fintech. They want to be the technology platform of fintech across the US, North America, South America, and around the world. That is the genius of this deal of Galileo, and the fact that all of those short sellers and analysts don't usually talk about this. 25% of the business, increasing cost savings. That means that most investors don't know about this, which means that if you know about it, you have an advantage of information asymmetry. You know more than the other investor. You know more than the average investor about the business, about all of the advantages that this company has with vertical integration, of all of their services and their technology. They don't have to pay Technisys anymore. They don't have to pay Galileo. They don't have to pay third parties. They're now a real bank, a national chartered bank. So now they don't need a middleman, but they still need somehow to do their loans and their deposits. And since they're paying other third parties, they say, hey, why do we have to pay them? Let's just buy the leader, one of the leaders in the space, and pay ourselves for that and give ourselves a better deal. And at the same time, give everyone else better services to do the same. And we win either way. So I love this deal. I think it's very smart. So now they own both payments and the core banking infrastructure that enables traditional banks to become digital banks and digital banks to compete even better in the marketplace. Technisys is expecting $70 million in revenues in 2021, calendar year 2021, of course. Yeah, there's a lot more to say on this deal. There's a lot going on here. The deal is 84 million shares, which is about 10% of SoFi's fully diluted share count as of September 30th, 2021. And as of February 15th, that comes out to approximately $1.1 billion in value. It's all stock, as far as I can tell here. I like this deal a lot. And there's going to be more for me to say on this later. But this and Galileo together, as Galileo transitions to become fully cloud-based, there's just so much value added to both SoFi and their customers on the technology B2B side. And then they learn from all of the customers through their own customers how to better serve customers, how to figure out what customers need and then provide that to themselves and their technology platform customers. You won't hear too many people talk about this. So that's what whenever I think about SoFi and I see the stock price at $10 per share after being at $25, $23, and it continues to fall, I just think these people don't know what they're doing. These investors out here, they're just panicking and selling off an incredible asset. SoFi is not just another fintech. They are the fintechs of fintechs. They provide what fintechs need to operate. They provide what established banks need to operate in the digital first banking world with this new deal with Technisys that's expected to close in Q2 of 2022. So if you're comparing SoFi to all the other fintechs and just saying, oh, they have more customers and oh, they whatever, despite them not being a one-stop shop online bank like SoFi is, a real bank as well, as we covered in our previous videos. If you haven't seen that, go watch those videos to understand the value of SoFi becoming an actual bank. And you're not seeing that SoFi is running the whole industry in circles. This deal only becomes more valuable with time. They have to first integrate, so the benefits of this deal, even in the start, are good, but they become better once they are fully integrated and vertically integrated with Galileo. Yeah, so I've said enough, and I hope this has been helpful to you. If it has, do me a big favor and like the video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and comment your thoughts. Because if you don't engage, then YouTube won't share these videos with other investors, and that means that the channel won't grow, and that means that I won't be able to do these videos going forward. So I need you to do your part by liking, subscribing, commenting. Comment. Even if you want to just say hi. Hi. All I need you to do. And it will help us greatly. And of course, I want to hear from you. If you have thoughts on this, if you disagree with anything I've said, I want to hear from you. Let me know what your thoughts are on this deal in Galileo and everything else I've said in this video, and we can talk about it. And as always, these videos are brought to you by our patrons at patreon.boacademy.org, who support the channel financially, help me brainstorm new video ideas to share with all of you, by engaging in our Discord channel where we discuss the stock market every day in real time, by sharing news, rumors, and new investment ideas so we can all do our own research and then come back together and collaborate. It's very simple to join. You go to patreon.boacademy.org and you get more access to me and get to ask your questions. And of course, I will share my own thoughts. Not a financial advice, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I have my own thoughts, my own perspectives, and I share that with you, especially on SoFi and my other investments that I will eventually let you all know later this year at some point. But I don't quite understand the decline in SoFi stock. I mean, I know people are panicking, but I just see free money in this market right now with this stock at $10 per share. It's free money. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I'm Lincoln with bullacademy.org. Thank you again and have a great day.